I'm Jason Bovada, and these are my 2023 NFL Week 3 picks. Okay, so the first game for NFL Week 3 will be the New York Giants on the road versus the San Francisco 49ers. I believe this is the first home game for the 49ers this week, but because it's a short week, I don't really want to play 10.5 points. I believe the 49ers did not cover versus the Rams this past weekend. So I'm going to have to take the 49ers just on a money line. The Giants, they were very lucky to come back versus that game versus the Arizona Cardinals. So, but I don't expect them to win. Very unfortunate news about Saquon Barkley. So he definitely won't be playing this game. The 49ers are a better team. First home game of the season. They should win this game. But I would look at teasing the 49ers, 6 points, 7 points. Again, that number under one score. 10.5 is too many points for a short week game. So I'll just take the 49ers just to win the game. The next game will be the Atlanta Falcons versus the Detroit Lions. Falcons coming off of a nice win over the Packers at home. Lions coming off of a loss to Seattle at home. I've been riding with the Falcons heavy this season. I feel like I gotta take them plus 3 points, right? They're 2-0. This could be easily the letdown game, but you know what? While they're hot, I would take them. If they would have lost to the Packers, this line probably would have been larger. And obviously, with the Lions defeating the Kansas City Chiefs the first week, they were, this line probably should be larger, but I think the Falcons are pretty good this season. 3 points is really close. Yeah, it's basically betting on them to win this game, but I'm pretty comfortable feeling that this is going to be a one possession game. So 3 points, you give me 3 points for a team that's 2-0, I'm going to take it, right? The next game will be the Buffalo Bills on the road versus the Washington Commanders. This is interesting. Commanders coming off of a win in Denver. They were down by like 18 points, I think, at that game, right? Buffalo coming off of a pretty impressive beatdown of the Las Vegas Raiders. I'll probably tease the Commanders in this game a few points to try to get that over 2 scores, but I feel like Buffalo should win this game, right? I think the Commanders should be 2-0 this season, so this could be a letdown game. I have Buffalo Bills winning this game, so I'll take Buffalo Bills to win on a money line. I would look at teasing the Commanders, getting that to 12, 13 points, and then putting money there. I like the Commanders, I really do, and I really don't like betting against them, but, the Buffalo Bills are pretty good this season, so I'll take that. The next game will be the Carolina Panthers versus the Seattle Seahawks. First game I'm going to take against the spread. I'm not sold on the Carolina Panthers offense. Young, I believe. Then they played tonight. They played on Monday night game. Short week. Rookies starting in Seattle. One of the hardest games to play on the road. So Seattle coming off of a pretty impressive win over the Detroit Lions. They lost that week 1 game versus the Rams. They didn't score too many points in that game, but if you're gonna give me minus 4.5 points for the Seattle Seahawks coming off of a win versus the Carolina Panthers, who I believe are 0-2 this season, right? I'll take them. I mean, if the money line was offered, I'd probably take the money line, but 4.5 is not. It's really not that many points, right? If it was like 6.5, 7.5, I would probably skip this game. I only want to take Seattle on the money line, but 4.5, I feel like Seattle could probably beat this team by 10 points, so that's not a lot of points. The next game will be the Chicago Bears versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, it seems pretty easy. I'm not going to take the Chiefs versus against the spread because I'm not sold on that their wide receivers core. But the Bears they're a hot mess this season. I thought they were going to be way better than what they are. That defense is not gonna allow Justin Fields to do too much versus them. I like Kansas City defense this season, so it's not a bad bet. I would definitely look at teasing Kansas City to get that number down below 6, to get that number to like 5 or something like that. Get a 7.8 point teaser in there, but I'm not gonna take Kansas City minus 13 points. They did just come off of a very convincing win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? But I don't want to, cover almost, almost three scores for Kansas City, right? But Kansas City wins the game, so I'll just take them on a money line. The next game, this is pretty simple. The Denver Broncos plus 6.5 points versus the Miami Dolphins. I like the Dolphins. I'm not going to take them against the spread. I will probably tease Miami Dolphins in this game, but I don't know if Denver's going to win too many games this season. And I really, really doubt, after losing their first home games, that they're going to go on a road to defeat Miami in that humidity. So I'm going to take Miami on a money line. Like I said, I will most likely look at teasing Miami down 6 points, 7 points, 8 points, getting Miami to plus in a few parlays. But for this specific parlay, I'll take Miami on a money line. Yeah. The next game will be the Houston Texans plus 8.5 versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars coming off of a tough loss. They won that week 1 game versus the Colts, I believe, and then they came. They had the Kansas City Chiefs, who Kansas City could have been 0-2, and Jacksonville, they didn't even score a touchdown in that game. So 8.5 it's high. This is another game I'm looking at. I'd probably tease the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I'm not going to give Jacksonville Jaguars 8.5 points. Houston Texans, they're kind of a team. I remember last season they were not a lot of backdoor covering, but they were just staying really close in a lot of games. I like that defense. Jacksonville. How good are they going to feel beating up on a lonely Texans team? They probably should, but I'm not going to give them 2 scores, 8.5 points on at home off of a loss when they didn't even score a touchdown. So I'll take the Jacksonville Jaguars to just win the game on a money line. The next game will be the Indianapolis Colts plus 7.5 points on the road versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are very tough this season. 7.5 still is a little bit too many points for me for the Ravens. I don't really like, trying to have the Ravens cover too many games. They were underdogs versus the Cincinnati Bengals this past weekend. They won the game by 3 points, so they clearly covered in that game. Indianapolis Colts with another rookie quarterback, that could be problems. So I would probably look at teasing the Baltimore Ravens, but for this parlay, I'm gonna just throw them on a money line, right? Like, you gotta be smart. The next game will be I'm gonna skip this game. I'm not impressed. Both teams are 0-2. It's a coin flip. I can't say who looked worse this season, the Chargers or the Vikings. So I gotta be honest, I don't really care who wins the game, so I'm not gonna even put either team in this parlay. This is basically the Giants versus the Cardinals this weekend, where I didn't bet on that game. This is kind of the same situation. 2 desperate teams. Neither team wants to fall to 0-3. One of them will be 0-3. So I'm not gonna bet on that game. The next game will be, how is this possible? The New England Patriots minus 3 points on the road versus the New York Jets. Wow, we have not taken many against the spread bets this parlay, but I'm gonna jump out the window. The Jets, listen, they played Buffalo Bills, they beat them Bills, at home. Then they played the Cowboys. The Cowboys basically have the best defense in the league, right? They didn't run the ball almost at all. I'm gonna think the Jets are gonna do way better this week. And if you're gonna give me 3 points at home for a division game, have the Patriots have any wins this season? I don't believe so. I believe they're 0-2. So for that, I'm not gonna, be afraid to bet against the Patriots in this game. I like the Jets. It's kind of a must-win for both of these teams, right? Like, the Jets, they got to win some games this season. If they're not going to be defeating teams like the Cowboys, they got to beat teams like the Patriots and the Broncos. Like, they have to win these games. So, if you're going to give me 3 points, I'll take the 3 points. A nice against the spread bet there. The next game will be the Dallas Cowboys minus 12. Man, how many double digits lines have we gotten this week? Some double digits lines, right? Like 3 double digits line in the third week of the season. That's surprising, right? But Dallas Cowboys minus 12 on the road versus the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals, you saw, they put up 28 points versus the Giants, right? So I'm definitely not going to take the Cowboys minus 12 points. I'll take the Cowboys on the money line, right? It's simple. They have the best defense in the league. The Cardinals, they probably will score some points. They're an interesting team at home, but I don't think the Cardinals are going to win this game. So, for I'll probably most likely will tease the Cowboys also, get this from 2 scores to 6 points, 7 points, 8-point teasers, and then put the Cowboys in a few bets on teasers, but I'm not going to put the Cowboys minus 12 on any parlay. So I'll take the Cowboys on a money line. Next game will be, here it goes. Interesting. This is going to be a very interesting game. I feel like this may be the first game I lose right here. But the next game will be the Philadelphia Eagles 2-0 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are also 2-0, right? This is interesting. Philly has won both games. They defeated the Patriots on the road. They defeated the Minnesota Vikings at home. But, a lot of analysts are saying that they don't look that great. I disagree. I think they look fine. But Tampa Bay has looked really good, really impressive. 2 victories this season. I'm not gonna take the Eagles against the spread, right? I think I don't know if they covered versus the Vikings. I know the line was, I thought it was 7 or 8 points, and they won the game by like 6 points. So Eagles, I know they covered versus the Patriots, right? But Eagles on the road versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is undoubtedly probably the best game I'm going to see this weekend. But I'll take the Eagles on the money line. This is the one bet I'm a little worried about because I kind of like Tampa Bay. I'm kind of rooting for them. I'm not a Baker Mayfield hater at all. I like the players for Tampa Bay. They still got really good defense. They have a really good receivers core. So I like Tampa Bay. I'm kind of betting against the team I'm rooting for here, right? I like Tampa Bay. But I think the Philadelphia Eagles are better than, I'm pretty sure that they are better than them, even though they're 2-0. Some people say they don't look great. I think, this would be an interesting game for them to lose, right? Because what would we say about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this season, right? Like, they could be sneakily a really, really good team in the NFC, right? They could have the 49ers, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and maybe even the Buccaneers, but I have the Eagles winning this game, trying to stay up there with the Cowboys. Cowboys playing the Cardinals this weekend, so the Eagles don't want to fall too far behind the Cowboys. So I have the Eagles win this game, right? That should be an easy win. Next game will be this is a last game. The last game will be the Los Angeles Rams versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Wow, Bengals coming off of a home loss to the Ravens. Bengals are 0-2 this season, right? Like, they lost to the Ravens. They lost to who did they lose to in the week 1? Bengals lost to the Browns. What should I do? Should I just be easy and just take the Bengals to win this game, right? This is another game I definitely want to see. I'm going to be rooting for the Bengals this game. I don't want them to fall to 0-3. I'm a little worried about that Rams defense. The Rams went on the road NFL Week 1 and defeated Seattle Seahawks. I feel like I should just be a fan, right? Like, I'm not, I'm rooting for the Bengals, but that would be like me just betting on them because I'm rooting for them. But I feel like the Bengals could lose this game, right? We don't know how much Joe Burrow is injured, right? With that Rams defense, Aaron Donald can get to him, in the first quarter, right? So I can't, there's no way possible I could bet on this game. I'm not even looking at teasing either team in this game. This is just a game it's just a stay away from game for me. But this NFL Week 3, I'm just going to make 11 bets again. 11 bets. This is a 11 pick plus 4,078 line. We're going to take the Philadelphia Eagles on the money line, the Baltimore Ravens on the money line, the Dallas Cowboys on the money line, Atlanta Falcons plus 3 points against the spread, the Jacksonville Jaguars on a money line, Seattle Seahawks minus 4.5 against the spread, Kansas City on the money line, Miami Dolphins on the money line, Buffalo Bills on the money line, San Francisco 49ers on the money line, and the Jets getting 3 points at home versus the New England Patriots. We're gonna risk $2 and $2.68 to win $100.28. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my 2023 NFL Week 3 picks. They're Philadelphia Eagles, Baltimore Ravens, Dallas Cowboys, Atlanta Falcons, Jacksonville Jaguars, Seattle Seahawks, Kansas City Chiefs, Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills, San Francisco 49er, and the New York Jets getting 3 points. Let me know what are your 2023 NFL Week 3 picks. Who are your favorites? Who are your favorites? Who's your favorite home team? Who's your favorite road team? What's your lock pick of the week? And who's your underdog pick of the week? And which game are you looking forward to watching the most? I want to see what the Miami Dolphins look like this weekend. Buffalo Bills going to the Commanders. That should be fun. San Francisco 49ers. That should be an easy win versus the Giants. Obviously, the Jets versus the Patriots. That should be a really fun game. Seattle at home. But yeah, the Falcons versus the Lions, I'm going to have to tune in to that game, right? And who are the Eagles playing again? The Eagles are playing... Maybe I should just check it right here. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Eagles are playing Tampa Bay. That probably will be the game of the week for me. I want to see what happens with the NFC East and those two teams. But I'm Jason Bovada. These are my 2023 NFL Week 3 picks, 11 pick parlay, risking $2.68 to win $109. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.